bathroom at somebody else's house from time to time. Whether you're bursting for the toilet after eating out or staying at an Airbnb, there may be no obvious indication anything particularly sinister is going on. But the truth may surprise you. These places are hotspots for perverted activities, where creeps plant secretive devices, which they gain enjoyment from at your expense. More specifically, perverts around the world are using hidden cameras to peep on you. Sorry ladies, but more often than not, you're their favorite target. For instance, last June, a woman went to the restroom of a Whataburger restaurant in Abilene, Texas, and found a suspicious circle located under the toilet rim. It turned out to be a camera lens, integrated with wires below the lid of the toilet tank. This device was capable of recording women while they were sitting on the toilet with their pants down. Thankfully, authorities caught a man named T.J. Paul Hessler and charged him with 14 counts of invasive visual recording. Surveillance video revealed him ordering food from Whataburger before eventually entering the woman's restroom to install the hidden camera. If you find something suspicious, call the authorities straight away and let them know, and they'll help find and prosecute the perpetrator. Now, I'm not sure what type of hidden camera he used in this instance, but there are loads of security cameras on Amazon and eBay that can be used for stalking people in bathrooms. These cameras often store the filmed content, but some can be also accessed remotely for creeps to view live or at a later date. That's bad news for you, as the footage may be posted online or used to extort you. Fortunately, this camera wasn't well hidden, but you should definitely be looking out for unusual wires and objects placed anywhere near, around, or under the toilet seat. Unfortunately, there are much more sophisticated devices out there that you should actively be looking out for. For example, if you're the type to stay at Airbnbs to save on expensive hotel room rates, examine the ordinary-looking items around you, especially in the shower. This shower gel container for men contains a water-resistant camera inside. The wirings are placed just below the gel compartment, so even if you open it, it will still dispense gel as if it's a normal container. Not only that, since it's for men, women wouldn't even consider touching it, increasing the likelihood it will remain undetected. In fact, that's listed as one of its selling points. I can't help but feel the distributor is complicit in all this illegal activity. They even talk about it taking a lot of exciting videos, which, unless you're watching movies in your shower, can only mean it's being used for something perverse. Not only that, devices like this being sold online can be accessed remotely, so even if you found out, chances are that somebody's already seen and stored the footage. It conceals a motion-detecting DVR camera and has 32 gigabytes of built-in storage, more than enough to record you for hours. The battery allows it to stay up for 19 hours and all recordings have timestamps. All videos are colored and include the audio, so it can snoop on conversations as well. So how can you spot deceptive shower gel cameras like this one? All you have to do is look out for a suspicious hole in the bottle. That's where the camera films through. They're usually round and have a bit of reflective characteristic due to the camera lens. Next, check the container. A shower gel container should fill the entire container and not halfway like these spy cams, since they hide wires and hardware. But sometimes, uncovering a hidden camera in a shower gel container is as easy as looking for a mobile phone inside. Last August, a 38-year-old warehouse worker named Michael Magic placed a phone inside one of these containers. He then cut a small, rectangular hole in the front and center for the camera lens. Afterwards, Michael placed it in the bathroom cabinet, directly facing the shower. His target? An innocent 13-year-old girl. He had seen her bare chest once, and he admitted to developing an attraction toward the minor. The man even had his so-called practice run by targeting his wife first. Whilst filming the young girl for a second time, she noticed the shower gel and looked inside to find a mobile phone. In the end, Michael Magic pleaded guilty to voyeurism and was given a 6-month prison sentence. But even with justice served, the emotional and psychological harm it inflicted on the 13-year-old girl won't be easily fixed. But you should look out for more
Over the last couple of months, I've reviewed a couple of different spy cameras. First of all, there was the MD80, and then there was the DVK808 keyring cam. And now I'm going to be reviewing this. It's the BPR6 spy pen. The thing that's special about this camera is that it records at 1280 by 960 resolution, which is a 4:3 ratio HD format. And that makes this the first HD spy camera that I've reviewed. But before we get into the pen, let's just have a look at the other things inside the box. Now, to me, there's nothing more boring than a really slow unboxing, so I've sped this up. Let's just show you what you've got. There's a USB wall adapter here to charge it up with. You've got the obligatory USB A to B lead. You've got the driver disc, which I'm not going to be using. And you've got the Chinese instructions, which also are in English. And there's a heck of a lot of them. Either this is the most complicated thing in the world, or the instructions have gone a little bit overboard. So I think I'll just bypass the instructions and talk you through the different features of the pen. So if you were curious, yes, it is really a pen. There is a biro in there that will come out when you twist it. And at this end is the camera lens just above the clip there that points outwards when the thing's put inside a breast pocket. And at the top is the one button that operates all the functions of the camera. And on the back here is a reset button and an indicator light. When it's charging, the indicator light flashes red and green alternately until it's fully charged. To operate the camera, you hold down the button. It goes green momentarily and then changes to red. This means you can record video just by tapping, and then the red light starts flashing. That means it's currently recording video. So tap again to stop the recording, it goes a solid red light. And then if you hold it down, and it'll go green, that means it'll take still photos. So just tap in this mode to take a still photo. It flashes once and goes back to green. Hold it down, and then it goes back to red again, which means you could either take video or, as I'm doing now, holding it down longer until it all goes completely dark, and that means it's off. The pen itself is really well put together. It's got a nice metal thread, which I'm unscrewing now to show you the insides. And in here is the mini USB port, and underneath that tiny slot is just wide enough to fit in a micro SD card. It protrudes slightly, but that's not going to be a problem because the rest of the pen covers that. Although, when you put in your USB cable, it is rather a tight fit, and it looks to go in at a bit of a strange angle, but it does work, so I wouldn't really worry too much about that. So there you have it. Everything you need to know about the HD Spy pen, apart from, of course, what the quality of the video is like. And I'm going to demonstrate that in a second, but as I mentioned, it is 1280 by 960, so I'm expecting big things from this pen. Let's give it a go. Now, the most obvious but inconspicuous place to put a spy pen would be in the breast pocket of a suit jacket. So that means I've got to wear a suit to work today so I can test this out. So this resulted in a few awkward conversations with other people in the office asking me whether I was going for an interview or not today.
Streaming. Okay, let's make sure YouTube is getting the stream set up. And then we shall be good. Will YouTube get my stream? Okay. Okay, so